Welcome to Primal Armor, a podcast centered on helping each and every listener strive for a healthier tomorrow. I'm your host, Jeff Kimple, and I'll be covering every aspect within the field of health, helping you build that strong foundation for improving your physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and more. It's time to take your personal wellness into your own hands, and Primal Armor is going to help you reach those goals. I just want to thank you for taking the time today to tune in and listen to today's topic. Enjoy. Before we get started into the episode, I just want to take a few seconds to thank today's sponsor, Anchor Podcasts. They allow me to create and edit these podcasts for you guys. They're also the ones who distribute this podcast to other platforms such as Spotify and the Apple Podcast app on your phone, so you guys can listen to it anywhere at any time. It's everything needed all in one app. I encourage you all to get started today. Go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and follow the podcast. We're back again for the next episode of the podcast. And this week, I'm all by myself, and the topic we're going to be talking about is just being unique and what it takes to set yourself apart from others. There's almost one common trait that almost all successful people in this world have. Each one of them is completely unique. For example, there's the story of a young man who decided to quit his job and pursue a business of his own. He started selling books out of his garage at his home. This guy stepped out of his comfort zone and did something that most people just don't have the courage to do. It's not normal to take that route. Taking the road less traveled by can be scary, but it can also help lead you to success. There's also a story of another man who dropped out of college to start a business of his own. He read an article in a magazine about computers that sparked his interest and made him want to take that path up in his life. He gave up everything to try to pursue that interest. So, who are these men and where are they now? The man who started selling books out of his garage, his name is Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, and with a worth of about $200 billion, the richest man to ever walk this planet. That college dropout who's really interested in computers, his name is Bill Gates, founder and CEO of Microsoft, the second richest man to ever live, and the one who held that status for probably 10, 15 years. They didn't follow that path that society tries to say is right, and they didn't just want to fit in. They wanted to be unique, and they wanted to stand out. And that path is what led them towards success. If you take the path everyone else does, then you're just going to end up like everyone else. Think about the percentage of people within middle class versus the amount that there are as millionaires. If you don't decide to be unique, to take that extra step, to get outside of your comfort zone, then you're always going to end up being part of the average and just being like everyone else. I don't know about you, but I hate being average. I want to stand out, I want to be different, and I want to be unique. And you should too. But now I want to apply that to our view of our health and fitness. Let's just look at the average of health and fitness. As a society, we're overweight, sick, and overall just very, very unhealthy in every way. If you follow these same habits as everyone else does, then you're also heading that same direction because they're the average. If you're always falling in the peer pressure of going out to eat or going out to drink, binging on movies and TV shows all day long, just wasting all that time you could be using to achieve their goals and just be active, then you're going to be really displeased when you look at yourself in the mirror one day. You have to be willing to be unique when it comes to reaching your own fitness goals. Everyone fears just being judged for being different, and then they just fall into peer pressure when the time comes to be making a decision. If you're out to eat with a group of friends and everyone orders a pop or a beer, you just can't be afraid to be different. You don't want to fall into peer pressure. You want to be the one who's unique of the group and order a water. They might judge you. They might say a comment towards you, but just don't be discouraged about that. When you make the steps, such as these, to make it towards your fitness goals, then you realize that all that judgment was just everyone else watching you make progress towards your goals, and that's when their insecurities kick in because they don't have the strength or willpower to be unique, to be different, and to make those changes needed. But you do. And that's what they see, and that's what gets them jealous. That's when the snarky comments come out and they start to make those digs at you. You can't just be the person to always want to fit in. And if you are, you'll never reach your fitness goals and you'll never be successful in that part of your life. There's a reason that the majority of our population is unhealthy. No one takes those steps out of their comfort zone. Instead of going out to eat, stay at home and cook a good, healthy meal. Instead of wasting countless hours each day on social media or watching TV and then complaining about how you just don't have enough time in the day to exercise or focus on your nutrition, put the technology aside and make those extra steps to get moving and focus on good health. That right there makes you unique in itself. No one these days is just able to set their phone down for a few minutes and still be able to function properly. Over half of our population is categorized as morbidly obese. And if you're just initiating those steps to be healthier, then you're being unique when compared to everyone else. There's a small percentage of people that are doing that these days. So then you're part of that 1%. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone to be unique, to take that road less traveled by, to be successful in your goals. This just doesn't have to apply to health and fitness either. Being unique will cause you to challenge yourself and push you to be better in whatever you want to apply it to. The harder you work and the more you strive for your goals, the faster the progress you will see and the more people will notice. Anything that you can do to set yourself apart from the person next to you is just going to set you up for success. Whether that's financially, the state of your health, in your career, you're just putting yourself in a better position and just being better than you were the day before. Tom Brady just had an awesome quote that he posted the other day that I'm going to leave you with. I believe well done is better than well said. So I'm not going to say much more. I'm just going to get to work. And I think he said that perfectly. If you put in the hard work and set yourself apart from others to be unique, the goals come quicker and easier than if you're just trying to fit in and be average. Be a Jeff Bezos. Be a Bill Gates. Be that difference maker of your generation. Never be afraid to follow your dreams. Never be afraid about what others are going to say about you. And never be afraid to be different. Take this week to set yourself apart in everything you do. The more unique you can be, the more potential that you will have to make a difference in your life.